I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4 Episode 11. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So Candace, she has done some soul searching and she realizes that her life is a mess. She's arguing with her mama, she's arguing with her husband, she's arguing with her friends. Something has to change. So after Katie's hold down little party situation she had going on, she and her mom get together and try to go over what they've learned during their therapy session. And she's saying in her confessional that it's not fair to put the crap that she has with her mother off on her friends. Because I'm mad at you, mama. I can't be taking out my anger on you and taking it out on everybody else. I was like, okay, that's growth. You're realizing that you shouldn't be doing this. I liked Candace last season, but this whole season with this whole situation with what Ashley's going on, and I'm just like, girl, just leave it alone, leave it alone. So she and Dorothy sit down and discuss what they've learned in therapy. Like, okay, you just need to stop being so messy and being so shady towards me. You gotta stop treating me this way, this, that, and the third. All these facial expressions you be making when you feel some type of way. Stop treating me as I'm your patient, I'm your daughter. I know you wear your therapy hat at all times, but at this time, I just need you to be my mom, alright? But this is one time I'm on Dorothy's side. Like, it's hard for me to control my facial expressions. I may not say anything, but my face will say all of it for me. I see something going on. It's hard for me. You can read it all over my face. So I can understand where Dorothy's going through with the whole facial expressions. They like, you dragging a dog on your daughter every chance you get. And you comfortable enough doing this on TV when you're supposed to be a therapist out here helping people. Yeah. So Giselle and Ashley meets up, and for some reason in Giselle's head is that she's having this event with Target, and that people are going to come up her like, okay, which shade should I match, with my color? Am I a mocha? Am I a chocolate? What am I? Oh, and what's going on with Ashley and her husband? Like, they gonna ask what shade, what color goes with their skin and what's going on with Michael. I'm like, Giselle, if they want to know that, they would go to Ashley. They wouldn't be going to you. Like, you think people just random people going up to you asking what's going on with Michael? No, they're going to wait to find out it on the blogs and the show. But if they want to be that nosy and see what's going on, because there is some people like that. But I'm like, Giselle, just like you want to know. She's going on, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but like, Ashley, are you okay? How are things going on with you? And she's like, okay, what you're saying is that you imply that Michael did this. I'm like, this isn't the first allegation that has come upon Michael. Season 1, Michael was out here grabbing people's booties against their wills. It was Katie's boyfriend at the time, what was his name? Andrew. He did that. And then when Giselle brought that up, it was like, well, he has grabbed somebody's booty before. Well, that was unjust. That was a friend. But I was like, wasn't that the first time he met Andrew and Katie? That he was out here grabbing booties? Not just saying that just because we friends, we can have grabbing booties. You can't do that neither. But Ashley's whole thing is, that was just a friend. We are happier than ever. Like, me and Michael, this has brought us so closer together. Like, it is just, we're trying to have this baby. I can't really discuss what's going on with this ongoing case. This is something that Michael had to go through. And, I wasn't even there to talk about it. But, like, we can't talk about it with anybody. But I was like, wasn't it like last episode or episode before, you was talking about it was thrown out, that, they didn't have no evidence. It was just basically a closed case. But now you're talking about we can't talk about it because of the ongoing case. Like, I was confused about that. Now, Monique and Chris, they have a sonogram party, and they invite Carrot and Candace. Because, Monique and Candace, after they had that big blow up, and, Monique was out here talking about she gonna drag Candace and all that stuff. They text each other, said we were sorry, you been my best good friend, all that stuff. But I was like, since when did you just be inviting everybody to your sonogram? I mean, your husband there, or boyfriend, or however it is, whoever you in a relationship, and your kids. She inviting all kind of people. But I was like, isn't the sonogram room kind of small to just be having any and everybody in there? But the baby looks just like Chris. Now, when my cousin was pregnant with her daughter and she had a 3D ultrasound, I was like, that baby is nothing of you and all of the daddy. The only thing you did was, was a vessel for the baby to grow in. Everything else, and that is all your husband's baby right there. He couldn't deny that baby if he wanted to. The baby, even though she's like 6 years old right now, looks exactly like her daddy. Like, exactly like her daddy. But Chris, his whole thing is, I don't care what Ashley and Candace got going on. I'm just concerned about you. I just can't have you out here, how many months pregnant you are, out here trying to drag people and fight people. That's just not a good look on you. So after Chris takes the kids home, Karen wants to know, like, what's going on what's going on, Candace? Tell me what's going on. This is big sister asked him, what is going on? And she says that, she's always had issues with her mom. And I was like, I can see that. It's just that when the wedding came along, that kind of exasperated the issues that she has. It's like, I'm in the process of becoming a married woman, and maybe Dorothy didn't know how to handle that. It's like, okay, you are still my daughter, but like, you are a married woman right now. It was kind of transition from, being single to being married to him being in business with my mom. I was going through a lot. And then on top of that, she has trust issues. Like, I guess if you had a mama like Dorothy and she would always put in your ear, you don't have no friends and people don't really like you because A, B, C, and D, that could, do something to your psyche. So it's more of a I'm gonna push you away before you push me away type of situation. And she was telling Monique, like, I'm so sorry for what was going on with your sisters, and I'm sorry. Like, I have trust issues, but when you came back to me and apologized, even though I wasn't trying to take it right then, I seen a true friend on your face and somebody that was really sorry. I was like, okay, y'all go ahead and make up and be friends again. Now, Robin, I don't know if she didn't watch any, like, home renovation shows before she and Juan and her mama got into this whole renovation, situation that they got going on, because she didn't even know she needed an open house. Now, I guess she thought that she was just going to be like, okay, the house is done. Put a for sale sign out in the front yard, and somebody was gonna come up. Ooh, house for sale. I'm gonna get it. Like, no, you need to have an open house. People need to come in. Ooh, these are some nice cabinets. Ooh, this countertop, is this quartz or is this marble or is it laminate? Ooh, this is a lovely bathroom. I like how it's his and her sink. A nice soaking tub. Oh, is this hardwood floors? Things like that to get them like, oh, this is a nice sized bedroom for the kids. Ooh, I love the master bedroom. Like, all of these things. This is what people want to see. They want to see the backyard. They want to see how, like, the paint on the walls. These are the things that people are looking at. And she didn't know that you're supposed to do these things. But on top of that, now Juan talking about he want to have a little girl. I'm like, what? Why didn't want to have a baby? What y'all got going on? I guess he was playing football at the time, but he wasn't really there when the two oldest boys were younger. So now he wants to have a retry. Like, I want to, make, this new baby. I could be there for them when they was a baby. I want to have this little girl. But I was like, it's not a guarantee that you're going to have a little girl unless you go to the doctor and get all that stuff done, which I don't think y'all going to have the money or want to do all that to, like, select a girl out of the embryos and all that stuff, or however they do it. Because you can get pregnant and have a boy. You can keep on having a boy. It may not be in the cards, but you have a girl. But I was wondering, like, are y'all even stable in y'all relationship? Well, then she brings that up, like, we need to work on us. We got to work on us, possibly getting married. There's things that we need to work on before we need to work on having another baby. And I was like, I'm glad she realizes that, but she doesn't know if that's going to be a deal breaker for Juan. I was like, and she's getting tired of the way they've been living. I was like, girl, you've been living like this since we've known you. You and Juan got divorced. Juan and Juan could not afford to live separately, but Juan was still living there, but he was seeing everybody else. But, like, between last season and this season, y'all kind of sort of got back together, but it's like, we don't know if it's official or not. And sometimes it'd be like you begging Juan to say I love you, and it's very, like, cringy to watch type of situation. Yeah. So Ashley goes to therapy and discuss what happened when the news broke and how it didn't seem real. That, Michael was getting accused of this situation, and then finding out that, the girls are saying that Michael has done all these other things. So she's been putting a smile on for everybody. She's putting on a smile for Michael because she doesn't want Michael to feel a certain type of way. She doesn't want Michael to feel, guilty. But I was like, why would he feel guilty if you said if he didn't do anything? When she's meeting up with the girls, it's like, oh, we're the best we ever can be. She got this big old cheesy grin on her face. She's all bubbly, but inside, she's hurting. I'm like, yeah, but you keep on putting out stuff like that, Karma's gonna be sitting there knocking at your door, and this is what you get in this season. Not that I'm saying she deserves it, I'm just saying Karma will come for you. And she doesn't want him, okay, I already said that, how it affects him, and she sees him as a paternal figure. I was like, that's creepy. I mean, I know he old enough to be your daddy, but the fact that you say you look at him as a paternal figure, I guess her daddy left when she was like 2 or 3 years old, or however, and the last time she spoke to him, she was like 3 or 4 years old, and he just like chucked the deuce and went on to Atlanta, went on about his business and just forgot about her. And she's also saying she doesn't want to upset the balance that she has. I was like, are you scared that Michael's going to leave you? What balance are we talking about? You don't want to ruin this happy home. But subconsciously, she thinks that Michael's going to leave her the way her dad left her, just like up and out of the blue. But I was like, y'all kind of was going through that before last season. But anyways, later on, she talks to her mom about her father and all this stuff. The mom says that when I was pregnant, he said he was ready to be a father. He assured me this, but once you got here, like, things changed. And it was like, it's one thing when you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant, but like when there's a whole baby here, you have responsibility. He just couldn't take it. Ashley saying how she tried to contact her father on Facebook. She let him know, hey, I'm Ashley, I'm your daughter. I do not want any money. Your girl is good over here. I'm very well, and I make me a good little check over here on Bravo. She didn't say all those things. It's basically, I'm not asking for money. I just, want to get to know you, get to talk to you. He blocked her all the way. And while she's sitting there with her mom, she gets on Facebook and sees his page, and he's out here skinning and grinning with the rest of the children that he either raised or was a part of their life. And I know that had to have been hurtful that you left me when I was 2, 3 years old, but you ran off and made a new life for yourself. You actually raised these kids and just left me and my mama destitute. Forgot all about us while you out here raising more and more kids. It was just, I knew it had to be hurtful. And she says she wants to go to Atlanta and she wants to find him, talk to him face to face. And if he doesn't want to do it, then she has done all that she has done her part. I tried to contact you on Facebook. I'm going to try to see you in person. And if you don't want to see me, I can say that I've done my part to try to make us have a relationship. And it kind of reminded me of Imani from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not Beverly Hills. Was it Hollywood, Los Angeles? One of the two that was on for a few episodes. Her trying to contact her father and the father really not really talking to her, but she was able to have a relationship with her sister. I kind of see the kind of same things. You left me, but then you went off and had a whole new family and you were here for these kids, and yet you still don't want to talk to me. So as the couples, it was a little couples dinner. Karen and Ray, Monique and Chris, Candace and Chris, they all had a little lovely, dinner out. Candace is saying how they've been looking for houses. She want a 5 or 6 bedroom house. And they look like, girl, it's just the two of y'all. But she's looking at it as, okay, if we have a child, that child will need a bedroom. If I have another baby, that baby will need a bedroom. My mama, she already got to have her own suite. Chris's parents, they going to want to have their own suite. So we going to need all these bedrooms for everybody. Now, Karen says, when I was 22, I thought the same thing, and I didn't need all that space. Now, the cheapness in me was I'm like, what are, the upkeep costs? Because, your girl over here is cheap. So I'm like, okay, you got all these bedrooms. That means you will have a higher electricity bill, especially in the summertime, because this heat is doing something. It's being very, very disrespectful. It be up in like the upper 90s, and like you walk outside and you like immediately start sweating for no reason at all. Well, I guess it's a reason now because it's hot outside. But like, girl, you do not need all that space. Like, get you a little 3-4 bedroom house. Like, get y'all like a little starter house. But, you know, her mom gonna need somewhere to stay. But I'm like, if it's your house, well, I shouldn't say that. Because if I had a house, I wouldn't have, like, a guest room. My mama, she don't need her own suite. Because my mama's not gonna want to, you know, like, just give me a regular old room. Make sure it just has a bed. That's how my mama rolled. But Dorothy, she rolled differently. So, then they discussed, because Candace did the sing again, and Ray was like, "Ooh, you a nice singer, you know, unlike some folks." And this is when we usher in Monique saying that she, you know, met up with Ashley, and how Ashley's on this. Oh, we're better than ever. Me and Micah, this has brought us so much closer together. And Candace was like, "How is that possible when he could possibly go into jail?" And now here's another instance where Candace didn't bring up Ashley. The situation, Ashley's name was brought up and she put her 2 cents in, like, he could be going to jail. So how are you guys so happy at this point in your life? So Chris is saying how Chris, Monique's husband Chris was like, there has to be a witness, and like if there's some witnesses and there could be some truth to it. Well, Candace's Chris said, I was called in as a potential witness. I was sitting there talking to, because it's the booty grabbing was alleged to have happened at the Rainbow Party, and down in the basement somewhere, everybody was upstairs looking for Michael, and Michael was nowhere to be found. Well, Candace's Chris says, you know, me and Michael were talking and a cameraman walked between us. Now, I don't know if that's where it happened, but I've been called in as a potential witness. Now, Candace's whole thing is, you know, people, you know, we love to be on our phones taking pictures, doing this, that, and the third. So it's possibly that somebody could have, you know, snapped a picture of this, but I don't know how that could have came out any kind of sooner. But, like, Candace's whole thing is, like, if y'all swing and that's y'all lifestyle, that's your business. It's cool. Just say something about it. Ashley, she's already talked about how, like, she like to get down. That's your business. That's your business. Just be honest about it. So, like, I don't think that somebody would go to the police and possibly get in trouble themselves for making a false accusation like this. Like, too much stuff is happening for it to be a coincidence. So, that was the gist. Giselle, she had like a little day out with her daughters. They went like apple picking. I was like, that seemed like fun. But then I went like, I'm the type of person, I see all these bugs on the apple. I like to have my apples like at the store. I bring it home, do all the necessary washings of the apples and all that stuff, and be on by my business. But I was like, that's a nice little adventure they had going on. But one of her daughters, I think her name is, I want to say Adore. No, that's not her name. Angel. One of her twin daughters feels like Giselle doesn't love her like she loves the other two. Like, you are always, you know, helping Grace out, and you're always helping out my twin, and I just feel left out. She just feel like, you know, you show favoritism, and Giselle's like, no, I love you all the same. It's just that, you know, I don't have to worry about you. Now, me and my brother are 3 years apart. I am 34 and he is 37. And this has been going on since we was little. Now, as we're older, it's kind of like a little running joke. But when we were little, my mom had to sit between us. If I got a cookie, his cookie had to be the same size as mine. Had the same chocolate chips in the same amount. If I got an orange, his orange had to be the same. Like, everything had to be the same. And now as we're older, I call him the chosen one, and he calls me the golden child. But, you know, that's just like a running joke we have with our mom. But as time has gone on, I realized, like, we are neither her favorite anymore. The grandbabies are. Like, we didn't just got scooted out the way. It's all about the grandkids now. But still, it's a little running joke for us. But what Giselle's situation is, her daughter feels like, she feels that I don't have to worry about you. I know you could be at home, you're doing your homework, you know, you're doing well at school. I don't have to worry about you. But even though you don't have to worry about her, you need to check in on her. Just because she's like the one child, you just like, oh, that child, she got everything. She still wants to know, Mom is concerned about me. Mommy loves me. I need to hear you say it. I need to feel this. And that's where Giselle needs to work on some things. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click it, you can watch it, you can like it, and you can share it with your friends. If you're returning, you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your people to tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.